there's something that I really want to address, right? Because I have been on some of the forums online that I belong to, certain programs that I've purchased, and I belong to their private Facebook group. And one question just keeps coming up over and over and over again. And it's people saying, how do I get started online, right? And I understand that especially now with the pandemic and lockdown, etc., people are looking for different ways to earn an income. And hey, I don't blame you. Um, but I want to be an encourager, but I also want to just talk about some myths, right? So that people don't get mistaken with the fact that, hey, if I just jump online, I'm going to suddenly be making all of this money, because trust me, it ain't like that. So I want to talk about how you get started and some of the things that you absolutely need to know. So I don't want this podcast to be too long, because I don't want to have to take ages uploading it to iTunes, right? So here we go. Sorry for those of you who are listening. You can still go watch it on Facebook or on YouTube. I think I might have put it on LinkedIn. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can go over to YouTube and watch it. And let me just apologize. The fan has kicked in on my laptop because of this piece of software I'm using. This is the first time it's done it with this laptop. So I don't quite know what's going on here. So forgive me if you can hear the sound of a fan. I could just tell my laptop to shut up, but it ain't going to listen to me, right? So anyway, the show must go on, right? I am not going to stop for the sake of the fan on the MacBook Pro just going crazy. So here we go. This is the first thing that you absolutely need to know. You must know what you want to sell. One of the pieces of software that I use is a piece of software called Samcar. I love it because it allows you to create your sales page and have your checkout page on the same page. And why is that just so important for me? Every single time you get somebody to click, you lose 60 to 40 to 60% roughly of your of the people who are prospects basically wanting to buy from you, right? So in order to increase the conversion, if you have everything on one page, you are more likely to get the sale than not, right? So that's the first thing. So I am on this forum one evening and somebody says, oh, can somebody help my dad? He's struggling with the software. So he's bought this software, and without going into detail, it's quite clear that he couldn't really afford the software, right? But he'd spent his pension money on it, and he was hoping that he would be able to either sell Samcart or something else and earn a side income, right? Man wants to do side hustle, certainly understand. So I go backwards and forwards with his son and, ask questions. And basically, in the end, I had to kind of bow out of the conversation because he had no idea what he was going to sell. Is he going to sell an ebook? Does he know who he's going to sell it to? And then his son said, well, what he really wants to do is sell Samcart. And I said, look, that's really good to get an affiliate commission. So every single time somebody buys Samcart from him, they would make an affiliate commission. But honestly, you've got to know the software that you're selling, right? So if you're going to be selling Samcart, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, whatever it is, you've got to know why you're going to be telling people that they ought to buy it. So you still need to know about the software. So the first thing is that you have to know what you are going to sell, right? And then secondly, you need to know your audience. So sometimes people switch this around, right? Say know your audience first, and then know what to sell. But I'm going to assume that I'm speaking to people who haven't got a service or a product that they actually want to sell online. And so therefore, they've kind of chosen something that they think that they can make money with. So for example, let's keep going with the theme of Samcart. If you're going to try and sell to Samcart, who are you going to be selling to? And the obvious choice would be internet marketers. What kind of thing are they marketing online? Are they coaches, consultants, authors, service professionals, or are you going to go for people who want an e-commerce site, right? Somebody who's selling something physical. So decide who that person is. And honestly, it doesn't work online if you say, well, everybody's my market, because the problem is you can't target them, right? You wouldn't go to a school and have nursery, reception year 1, year 2, right up to year 15, generally speaking, all in the same corridors, because you're going to get confused, right? So I'm using this school as an example, how you segment things. And this is how you've got to do it online. You've got to learn to segment things, right? So know who your audience is. I'm not going to go into that too much more. I do when I'm talking to coaches and consultants and that. But as I said, I'm going to assume that I'm speaking to right now people who just want to sell a product that they haven't created, maybe. So that's why I'm not going to go too much into this. And right, okay, let me go to the next slide. Apply the principle of one thing. What do I mean, the one thing here, right? If you're going to, I have a principle, right, that if you are a service provider, you use one story of transformation, you're going to market to one audience, you're going to use one platform, one method of marketing. And what is the other one? I can't remember what it is. There's 5 things anyway, right? But it's not totally important here. The one thing that I want to talk about is if you are going to market on YouTube, stick to YouTube. If you're going to market on Instagram, stick to Instagram. If you're going to market on Facebook, stick to Facebook. Okay. All right then. Okay. I said a lot there, right? I love Facebook not, but anyway, yeah, says she who's marketing on there now. But just stick to one thing, right? Apply that principle and work that thing until you know that thing. Why is that getting in my way? So, and then master the one thing, right? Master the one thing. And sometimes, I mean, I am, I'm guilty, right? I'm guilty of saying, I'll try this week and I don't really like it. And I'm telling you, I've tried with Facebook, right? And I've had it with Facebook. But I know that for me, things like podcasting and that work, which is why I've decided to resurrect this particular podcast. And you just keep going at it until it works for you. And then you can move on to the next thing. So learn to master that one thing. Now, I didn't realize that I had that ticker tape going all the time that we were talking. But one of the things that I really want to do is to create some more of these videos and go more into depth, right? And as I said, I've resurrected this podcast. I don't want it to be too long. It's pithy little snippets of information that hopefully you can use immediately. But I want to be able to expand on things without, I do that inside the membership, the Influential Woman Coaching Academy, for those of you who want more of a high touch learning, right? But if you want some more information and you want it for free, you're gonna have to come over to my community. So for right now, I am trying to get people off Facebook, off Twitter, off Instagram. Yeah, I am. Because I am finding that it is too noisy. And if you want to help somebody and they might follow you on Instagram and they might follow you on Facebook and over at Twitter, I was going to say Twitch, but no, I don't think so. Snapchat, no. But yeah, you get me, right? That we could have all of these social media sites all over the place. And if you're trying to help people, you're having to do different things on the different platforms. Ain't nobody got time for that. I haven't got time for that. So I discovered a piece of software called Circle. Very recently, someone introduced me to it, and it's kind of similar to Facebook, but it's your own community, right? And so, hey, I'm inviting you over there. Some of the stuff you can read, and you don't even have to sign up. Some of the stuff I make you sign up, and that's for free. And then I also use it for my paid members for certain premium content. And if you click on it and you are not a member, it will just tell you. If you click on it and you get the information, you are blessed, right? So as I said, I didn't realize that the ticker tape was going across the screen the whole time I was speaking. But there you go. Come over and join me on circle.so. So it's the influential woman.circle.so, and come get some more information. But for right now, for this podcast that I'm doing, this is what you need to get started, and this is what you absolutely need to know. I wish you all the best, and I really hope you find something that you can sell. But just understand that it's not a matter of going online, grabbing something and you're putting it up and, build it and they will come. I'll tell that story one day about what happened to me when I first started online. But let me just say that I learned the hard way after spending loads of moolah, but that build it and they will come just don't work online. So, okay, that's it for, I don't even know what episode this is of Ditch Your Limits. I think it's episode 41, right? But anyway, I'm going to be so flexible about this kind of thing. I will check tomorrow. Get back on track, Patricia. But anyway, that's it for today. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, which will be tomorrow, by the way. I'll come to you with another tip. Okay, ciao, ciao.